with a guest we all love around here. One of us maybe a bit more than others. Lindsay Czarniak is an Emmy Award-winning sports journalist and Craig's better half.
For decades, she's reported on some of the biggest stories in sports, but now Lindsay is entering the true crime arena with Game Day Murders.
Yes, if I could blush, I would. It's a new series from Investigation Discovery that dives into the shocking cases that made headlines beyond the game. Here's a look.
During the Stanley Cup playoffs, Mike Danton is trying to orchestrate a murder. In the long, storied history of the NHL, there has never been a story as shocking. The story of Mike Danton is as scandalous a crime story in professional sports as I have ever heard.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Welcome back.
Thanks. It's great to be here.
It's always fun when you can interview your spouse. Not awkward at all.
Do you feel funny?
I do feel funny.
Craig's not usually in this seat. He just has to be closer.
He starts to get fidgety when he feels uncomfortable.
Let's talk about the series. So I mean, you've covered the biggest names in sports. I know. But you've covered the biggest names in sports for years. But this is a new lane. This is a new chapter. What made you want to venture out into this?
I think when the opportunity presented itself, part of the thing is when you are given access in what you do in your job to these athletes, and you watch them on the field, what they do, but you see them off the field, the locker room, the camaraderie they build, you realize the culture around sports. And that was a big piece of it for me, because everybody has a story, and these stories are incredibly entertaining, compelling, tragic in a lot of ways. But it also was just such a different side of sports. And at the key of it, the seed of what I think was the catalyst for a lot of these crimes, they're things that people can all relate to.
Sure.
They're the things like greed, jealousy, you know, all of that. So there was a lot about it that I was really intrigued by. I never thought we would have as many stories to tell in these marquee sports. That's what really blew me away, because I was like, really? How are we going to do that? I mean, tonight's episode is NHL, a murder for hire plot that was going on in the midst of the Stanley Cup playoffs. So things that I had never heard about. So they're really interesting stories, but they really speak to the culture of humanity in some ways.
Yeah, and each of these episodes focuses on a different crime story with a different athlete. There was one that actually hit close to home for you.
I would say the one that hit closest to home for sure was Sean Taylor, and that's the NFL player who was murdered, and that was back in 2007. I was covering that story in Washington when that happened, and it was, you know, that was one of the things when you ask questions about, like, what was one of the stories that shaped you most? I think that's a long time ago.
Look at this from NBC4.
Yeah, from when I worked there at NBC. And the thing that struck me most, I think, from that was not only this story itself, but just knowing that team, those men in that locker room, and watching a team grieve was something that really, I think, shaped the way that I look at journalism. So, yeah.
Did Craig give you any true crime tips now that you're joining him in that world?
Oh, you mean the Dateline part of me? Oh. By the way, I give her no tips. I've been married for 15 years. No tips.
Well, that's not true.
Well,
I mean, no, you're great sounding.
His opinion, I'm sure.
No, but for real, yeah, like it is a different thing. I mean, I think one thing that I found really eye-opening was the process. Yeah. And we did talk about that a lot, because this is my first time being around this type of show. And I was so just blown away by the producers and what they do day in and day out, how they get families to talk. A lot of this is also about another opportunity to really carry on someone's legacy after they've passed. So and so I think we talked about that.
We did.
Yeah.
One of the coolest parts.
You're moving on.
Well, no, because I want to make sure. Well, this is you don't have 3 hours, sweetie.
Okay, but I just thought you could interject.
Well, no, I was just going to say that one of my favorite parts of this whole process has been Shaquille O'Neal, who, if you don't know, is like a true crime junkie. So Shaq is like, he's an EP on this project.
He is.
What's it been like working with a guy who's become a friend?
Oh, he's amazing. I mean, first of all, what's crazy is in early 2000s in Miami, he came to the Heat when I was there. I was a fledgling reporter, and I remember the first time he shook my hand, it was like, wow,
yeah,
you know?
It's massive.
But so I really looked up to him, literally, but also just as the athlete that he is. And then to know that he was coming on board. Yeah. I was so pumped, because everything he does, he gets behind so much. But now getting to know him, I mean, he is sending story ideas at all hours. He's so involved, and he's awesome.
He thinks the world of you as well, so much so he wanted you to see something. Take a look.
What?
Hello, Lindsay. I know you're surprised to see me. I just want to say 3 things. I love you. I want to say thank you for your hard work on working with me on Game Day Murders. It's a dream come true. You are the best. And I would be there next to you, but I don't get up that early, Lindsay. Love you. Bye-bye.
You know what's funny?
He's the best.
Craig, he's never said that to you.
He is not. No, he's got a favorite Melvin, and it's this one. So.
Oh, that is so sweet. Thank you, guys.
That's a big deal. That's really cool.
He is so awesome, and he's just such a caring person. And every project he's involved in, he really does it for the good of what the project is, you know?
I'm proud of you. You can catch Game Day Murders every Monday on Investigation Discovery. Don't forget.
Recorded?
I'll hear about it forever. By the way, since we're promoting things, don't forget to check out my conversation with Lindsay on Glass Half Full, wherever you get your podcasts.
This is so fun to have you here. I love watching Craig blush.
I know.
Yes.
It's really cute.
It's so fun to be with you guys.
So I actually have to leave to go host the 4th hour with Chanel. I'm filling in there. Can you fill in for me here?
No!
I think we should stay.
Yes!
And all third wheel.
Okay. All right.
I love working
When they do the sweetie talk,
Yeah.
you
I'll
won't
just
feel
be
like the third.
All right. You want to take it away? That's your part.
Absolutely. Coming up, actresses Leah Thompson, Tracy Spiridakos are here giving us a first look at their new drama. It is awesome, based on the Anna Pigeon book series. We're
You
catching
watched
up.
it last night.
I loved it.
Yeah.
And so did our son. He came in our and he watched half of it.
We're going to catch
Is
up
that weird?
right after this.
Sorry.
I don't think it's for kids.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.